couple things on Celebrity Big Brother UK. Many of you will know, maybe, that I was on the UK version of CBB. I don't know when, back in the day. Went in as most hated candidate, whatever, housemate of all time. But just seeing what's going on. Michael Fabricant has been kicked out because Trisha Goddard started going, "How are you trying to be Islamophobic?" And now I understand Mickey Rourke has been kicked out because there were fears he might be being homophobic. A couple of things on this. I don't think those guys are any of those things. That's not relevant. What I think, my opinion doesn't matter. But it is indicative of why reality TV doesn't work anymore. Because everyone is so pathetic. Everyone wants to be a victim. Everyone's desperate to cry an phobia so they can be a victim and be protected. Trisha Goddard has got no right to go, "Oh, is that Islamophobia?" She knows exactly what she's doing, and he was being nothing of the sort. What I also notice, if you look at the video of that, and that's the only bit I've seen, is watch what happens. As soon as she says, "Oh, I don't like this, I don't like what you're saying, I don't like it," people disappear. You see people get off the sofa and leave. They get up and they move out of shot. They know precisely what they're doing. The other housemates don't want to be caught up in any kind of drama because they know it could be career ending or CBB ending. So as much as people think like it's reality TV and they're just being themselves, of course they're not. They're hyper vigilant now because no one wants to get caught up in a scandal. And so you don't get any of what we used to get, which was actually, I've just bent down because of the wind, which was reality TV, because people like me still didn't care what people thought of you because you were just going in there to say your bit. And if you got kicked out, who cares? You're the most hated of all time. Who cares? And never asked to be liked. But all those people in there are so desperate to be liked, and they think the way they do that is by being a victim, crying to camera. I remember when I came out of CBB, I got to the very end, I think I was second, whatever. I remember the psychologists, whatever they are, psychiatrics, I couldn't care. They called me in and said I was the only one. And I was like, "What do you mean I was the only one? Hi, doggy. Do you want to say hi?" They called me in and said I was the only one. Do you want to know about this? Did you come to be on camera, did you? To say that I was the only one that hadn't asked to see psych. And I'm like, we're in a CBB house. We're in a bungalow. Like, we're in a bungalow being given everything. We don't have to do anything. Like at what point do you need to see a psych when you're being paid to sit on your arse and do some TV? But I was the only one of the whole house who hadn't asked to see the psych, because everyone else had, because probably they thought it would help them stay in for longer, or maybe it would get them some additional camera time, or maybe it would protect them from being evicted or something. I mean, it's just bizarre, but it's the truth of our times that people are raised to be victims. They're simply not tough enough. People don't have a spine. And it's why reality TV doesn't work, or many formats don't work, because every bugger wants to be liked, or be careful about what they say because you can't speak freely, because otherwise you get kicked out or you get cancelled or you lose your career. And I say balls to all that. This is what I think. Don't ask you to agree with me. Don't ask you to think the same as me. I certainly don't ask you to like me. Here's what I think. You think what you think. And I wish you all the very best.